breaking developments from Baltimore. 6 officers now charged in the death of Freddie Gray, one of them, the driver of that police van, charged with murder. You are looking at pictures coming in as we're on the air. Protesters once again in the streets, many of them now marching to the jail where those officers are being held. Tonight, the number of National Guard troops surging in Baltimore, and this image, a protester, a National Guardsman, and that handshake, a major shift since those riots earlier this week. And this evening, all eyes on this woman, the prosecutor, elected to the job less than 4 months ago. She's from a police family. Tonight, sitting down with us after announcing the charges, ABC's Jim Avila leads us off from Baltimore again tonight. Jim?
Good evening, David. Tonight, hundreds of protesters celebrating at the city jail where those 6 police officers are being held in custody. This as their union circulates a letter protesting their arrest.
Freddie Gray, who died in police custody, committed no crime. But today, to cheers, Baltimore's top law enforcement officer announced the 6 cops who arrested him did.
Mr. Gray's death was a homicide, which we received today, has led us to believe that we have probable cause to file criminal charges.
And tonight, for the first time, the mugshots. Marilyn Mosby accusing the officers of committing a range of crimes from official misconduct to manslaughter and second-degree murder, charging them of mistreating Freddie Gray in 3 specific ways, arresting him without probable cause, the knife was in his pocket and not illegal, driving him to the police station, legs shackled, hands cuffed, but no seatbelt, and third, waiting to provide medical assistance, even when he asked for help and then after he became unresponsive. The officers did not call paramedics or offer first aid. The prosecutor saying Freddie Gray suffered the fatal wounds inside the van. The officer who drove the van today charged with second-degree murder. The 35-year-old top prosecutor on the job just 4 months, today taking on the silent blue line that critics say too often protects bad cops.
To the people of Baltimore and the demonstrators across America, I heard your call for no justice, no peace.
But she also addressed the police force.
These accusations of these 6 officers are not an indictment on the entire force. I come from 5 generations of law enforcement. My father was an officer. My mother was an officer.
No comment from the 6 officers, but the police union asked the state's attorney to pull out of the case and turn it over to a special prosecutor, citing, quote, very deep concerns about the many conflicts of interest.
We believe that the actions taken today by the state's attorney are an egregious rush to judgment.
But in an interview with Mosby late today, she told me her office will not give up the case.
My job as a prosecutor is to follow and uphold the law, equally applying justice to those with or without a badge.
Late today, Freddie Gray's family asking protesters to keep it peaceful. The governor saying the curfew will last through the weekend. David?